Today, we're going to be talking about a crucial topic that many home sellers face: what to do if you're not getting any offers on your property. Hey, you guys, my name is Michelle, and I help first-time home buyers and first-time home sellers save money, and I help make the process smooth. If you would like to connect with me, the link is in the description. Selling a home is a journey. And like many journeys, there are going to be some bumps along the road. One of the biggest challenges and frustrations too, is when your home has been on the market for a while and you haven't received any offers. But don't worry, because there's a real estate rule of thumb that can help you in any situation. So before we get into the real estate rule of thumb, first, we have to make sure that you're hitting these specific bullet points before we can even have that conversation. So let's talk about them. How is your home being presented to the public, both online and in person? Let's talk about online. Do you have professional photography? Is it good quality? Do you have a lot of pictures, at least 35 or more? Did you declutter the home before taking the pictures? Is your home vacant? Have you staged it? If you're living in the home, how is it presenting? Especially I know if you have kids, I have kids too. It is so hard to keep a home clean and showing. And sometimes it could be annoying too, because you're working, you get off of work, you got to make dinner, everybody has their schedules and their routines. And so I know this part of it, if you're living in the home, can be a little bit difficult too, but it's always best to maybe sacrifice just a little bit, especially with toys, maybe keeping them in a bin, or, where the kids can like put them in a bin and store it away in the garage. But for showings and online, first impressions are so important, especially the curb appeal too. What is the exterior of the home looking like? Because that's the first impression when people drive by. People see the for sale sign and they look at the outside of the home first. And then that entices them to get more information and look at the inside if it's someone who's driving by. But all in all, having high quality photos, decluttering, staging can make a world of difference. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's take this example, because I like to do a little bit of show and tell, right? Talking about it is one thing, but actually showing you exactly what I'm referencing is going to be a totally different type of experience. And that's how I like to receive information. So I just want to cover every base here for you guys. So let's say this is a listing that I'm looking at. Clean, fresh paint. And by the way, fresh paint goes a long way too. Definitely, if there's scuffs on the wall, I would definitely consider a fresh coat of paint. And if you have carpet is expensive to remove, but honestly, it does make a difference. We have to look at the scenario, but that could be something too. But I don't want to get on a tangent about like what to do and what not to do to net the most money, because this video is not about that. It's about what you can do to promote and to get an offer right away. So, but it does tie into it, right? Okay, so let's go back to this picture. So this is just vacant. People come in and they use their imagination. Okay, the table can go here, the dining table can go here, the furniture can go here. But when you stage it for them, it provides a whole different experience, because they can actually conceptualize exactly what it is. Plus, it looks more expensive. It looks more high end. These are the tips and tricks that I give my home sellers when they're listing a property, because I say, paying for a stager, a staging company, a professional staging company is definitely an investment that you do get a return on. So look at it, just night and day, right? It goes from just a box space, which is still beautiful, but it makes it a home. Staging definitely gives it that special touch. Let's take a look at this space too. This is just for fun. Look at this is what if you were to renovate, right? And we did the numbers and you're definitely going to get a return on investment. Look at what a renovation does. Look how beautiful. I love marble countertops like that. And this is very traditional type of home that we see. Take a look at this space. It just makes the world of difference. So let's kind of pause here. So this is exactly the type of showing, staging environment, that you should definitely strive for a minimalist type of decor. So we have the rug, we have the furniture, we have just a few pictures on the wall. If you have pictures of your family, I would definitely encourage you. You don't have to, but I would definitely encourage you to remove them because you're selling the property, right? So prospective buyers will come through and they want to imagine themselves there. So if they see your pictures on the wall, they're coming into your space, and we want to make it a space that people can envision themselves into. So it's just clean. Decluttering, though, if you don't do anything, declutter. That is definitely going to be important. But I just wanted to show you this. So let's say your home looks like this. So you did all of the bullet points. The exterior looks pristine. It looks great. Your interior, you've staged it, you've decluttered it, you've done some painting to it, and you have high quality photos. So let's say you did all of that and you're still not getting any offers. Here's the real estate rule of thumb. If people are only driving by and viewing the home online, it's 13% overpriced. If you're having very low or infrequent showings, you're 9% overpriced. If you have a good amount of showings but no offers, you're about 5% overpriced. And if you're receiving offers, you're priced correctly. So I want to speak about doing price reductions, or what we like to call them price improvements. Now, that's not something that we take lightly, because obviously when you list it at a certain price, there is that expectation. And sometimes people have already accounted for that money coming in. We're going to spend it on X, we're going to save X, and we have to allocate, the funds going this way. So it would be a good idea that when you list your home for sale, that you don't allocate funds like that. You kind of leave it open a little bit with the expectation of, we're going to test the market at this price. We made an educated decision on what amount we should list it for based on all the data that we went over. So by the way, when I take listings, the first thing that we do is I do a detailed comparable market analysis, and it's in the form of a video. So you're going to get a report from me, but you're also going to get a video that goes over, I show you the MLS, and it goes over exactly how I got to that price. We look at pictures online. Again, you get to see the MLS from my point of view. And we go over everything. And then ultimately you decide what you would like to list the home for. I would also like to point out and say this. It's a good thing to keep an open mind when you list the home and not really lock into that price, because we don't know what your home is going to sell for. Homes sell for what a homeowner is willing to sell the home for, and what a buyer is willing to pay for that home. And that's why real estate is negotiable. The two really have to align. And when that aligns, we go into escrow. Sometimes we have to adjust the price, and it is okay. It's okay in the sense of we have to kind of figure out where the market is at that time. But I know it could be hard too for you guys. So maybe I just wanted to share this perspective as well, and maybe this can be helpful. So when you are listing your home online, having the kind of being a little bit detached to that list price and being open to saying, okay, let's test it at this price and let's kind of see where the market is. And you'll know when we'll have to adjust based on days on the market, based on how long it's taking for homes to sell. So let's say, for example, homes are taking 2 weeks to sell on average. Then after 2 weeks, and we're going into the third week, if you still haven't received any offers, we're going to have to do an assessment, and then we're going to have to adjust to get your home sold so that you can move on to your next chapter. All right, guys, so I hope that you found this informative and very helpful. If you did, please give me a like, share this with somebody who you think might need this, and subscribe if you would like more tips and tricks about real estate, specifically buying and selling residential real estate, single family, condos, townhomes. That's what I specialize in. If you have any questions or would like some personal advice on your specific home, maybe you don't want to sell, but you were curious to know what your home would sell for in today's market, check the description. I'll have a link there for you as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.